Hello, welcome back. My name is Edward, also known as Strategy, and this is my cube on Arena. We are playing on Draftmancer, or drafting on Draftmancer, I should say. So I've talked about this cube a few times in my other videos. Hopefully we can get to see it a little bit more. One of the cards I'm really excited about, they finally reprinted Dark Depths, so Thespian Stage is in. Not going to take it here, of course. I think I'm kind of leaning Fable. I do like Force Negation, but we don't have like actual power yet. So this is a little bit different. It's more of like a non-combo-y modern maybe power level. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Fable and move on, so my buddies can stop being mad at me for taking forever. Okay, so with the Fable pick, I can go a couple different directions. I am very biased and love Control Magic, but I'm not going to take it here. Um, I'm leaning towards Thundering Falls or Baragoyf. I could also see Talisman, but I think Talisman has a very good chance of wheeling. In this cube, I don't have all 10 talismans. I only play the quote-unquote relevant colored ones, which is basically the non-green ones, because the green ones want dorks, usually. So that's kind of like my trade-off. Um, yeah, I'm going to take the Thundering Falls. Okay, so, oops, also I just realized you guys probably can't see my picks. I Unfortunately, I'm still getting used to this. I do apologize for not having this all perfectly set up yet, but hopefully after a few drafts and getting used to this client, I can be a little bit better about showing this. So, well, the Fable does make treasure tokens, which is nice for Legion Extruder to turn into 3/3s. Let's do that. Plus, it's just removal, and removal is very good in this cube. A lot of decks end up being mid-range piles. Ooh, a Titania. I love Titania. Both Zurin Orb and um oh man, I forget the other card. The 1/1 that you can sack a land to shroud something. Are both in the cube now, thanks to the new MTG Arena cube. I know I didn't talk much about the picks there. I don't want to be too discourteous to my buddies. Here I'm going to take the commercial district. I do really like Reprieve, but I don't want to go into 3 colors. I don't need this Talisman of Creativity, and right now I'm pretty strong into Gruul, so let's just take the Gruul Surveil land. Some notable cards that are on the client are things like Channel, Demonic Tutor. Of course, you have Fetches and Shocks. And we are playing with Arena cards, which I think the Arena cards are a fair trade for the lack of power. At least it's pretty adjacent, in my opinion. Some of these are just really powerful and broken. Um, with that said, I think I'm going to take this currency converter because we already have a Fable to kind of go along with it. Plus, it's just a really strong card. Other than currency converter, I think I'm leaning towards like the solar transformer. Okay. Oh, crop rotation. That goes great with our Titania deck. Not to mention we do have strip mine on the client, so that's nice. There's also Beseiju if we want to try to get like a Ren and 6, which is also on the client now. But for now, I'm just going to take that. Ooh, a fetch land. Fetch lands go so well with Titania. I love this Green Sun Zenith, but we're not going to take it here. I also love Once Upon a Time, but too bad this is our 8th pack, which means we're not going to see 2 cards out of this pack. But we're going to take the pick 8 Verdant Catacombs. That is a crime that it was not taken. Okay, Malevolent Rumble is an absolute all-star. I love and I biasly want to take Thespian Stage, but I'm not going to. Malevolent Rumble, for many different reasons, is just by far the best card in this pack for us, and I'm not going to pass it. Okay, Eternal Witness, Galvanic Blast, and Utopia Sprawl to some degree are good picks for this. This getting back like a potential strip mine could be good. Um, Galvanic Blast just being removal, but also Utopia Sprawl being ramp and fixing at the same time. We do look base green so far. I think I like the Utopia Sprawl. We don't need too much removal. Famous last words if we're gonna be like a Gruul beatdown deck. Like hopefully they're the ones that have to play to us, if that makes any sense. Spawning Pool is a cool one too. This one you could sacrifice a creature, and then you seek a creature card with converted mana cost 1 plus the sacrifice creature, and you put that card in the battlefield. So it's like a birthing pod effect, and I really enjoy it. It's been a lot of fun. Okay, so if we want to splash Black, this is a tutor effect, so let's go ahead and do it. We do have a Verdant Catacombs. Oh, and an Overgrown Tomb Wield, so perfect. I'm glad we took that. I do not want to play against the Tajik, so we're just going to take that. And, well, Keen-Eyed Curator, I've lost to that card many a times, even in Powered Cubes, so that's not a bad one either. Okay, well, here's a doozy. Okay, there's a path, which unfortunately we're just not going to take at this point. I know it's quote-unquote not too late to pivot or anything. It's not even a pivot per se, but I really want to try to stay two colors. Remember, if you're not aware, like duels are not on the client. So like we're sticking with like shocks, the triomes, and surveils. I did recently add, because the cube's kind of grown a little bit, the fast lands. But I don't want. There's less fetchable lands that you would get in a more traditional cube with duels. So I don't want to splash too many colors if I don't have enough reasons to. And I do really enjoy Delighted Halfling. I think Delighted Halfling is very powerful. Unfortunately, we only have one legendary so far. Ura would be a nice way to utilize the Thundering Falls, but I'm going to stick with the Delighted Halfling, I think, here. I understand some people won't like this pick, but I like it, and I'm the one drafting, so that's all that matters. Ooh, a Bill. Okay. Nadu is also in this cube, and that is a way, if we can get a Nadu, that's definitely worth playing the blue for. There's also a 6, which I like. Hmm. I think I'm just going to stick with the Bill. We do have a fetch. One fetch so far. We have a crop rotation to kind of trigger it as well. I like the Oliphant as well, but yeah, let's go with the Bristly Bill. That card is just very powerful. Oh, there's a Spring Heart. There's a Noble. Hmm. Phantasmal Image I'm in love with as well. Oh, there's a Fury as well. I almost didn't recognize this art. In my paper cube, I have one of the alternate like premium versions, and I've never physically played with this version, so I did not recognize the art. Yeah, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, I think I'm going to take the Fury. Note that the Ambassador is incredibly strong as well. If we wanted to play blue, basically every time you landfall, a random land in your library just perpetually gains the Library of Alexandria clause, but you don't have to have 7 cards in your hand. It's just whenever you tap it, and it's not even like an alternate, like you tap it for mana or you tap it to draw a card. It's when it becomes tapped. So it's very very strong. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take the Fury in this spot. Okay, so we have a breeding pool if we do want to try to draft Brug. There are cards like Loot in the cube. There's also Mind Collapse and Goblin Rabblemaster. We're not going to have a lot of instants and sorceries for the Sapphire Collector, which is a way you can get power here. You can't draft power, but you can certainly get it. I think there's not enough here. Oh, you know what? I guess there is the bug. No, we don't need the bug. Yeah. This is just the black-green duel for us. I want to take the breeding pool. I think. Maybe the Uro comes back. Maybe the Ambassador comes back. Oh, a Sentinel. I am a huge fan of Sentinel. There's also Unholy Heat, which I'm going to hope wheels. I would like to pick up Unholy Heat, but I think I value the Sentinel a little bit higher, especially with things like our 1-drop mana accelerants. This is another notable one that's pretty good. Basically, you can flash stuff back. Not literally flash back, but you can get stuff back out of your yard every turn. Like you can get a 1-drop, then you get a 2-drop, then you get a 3-drop, and it just goes from there. As long as you can fulfill it. But yeah, we're going to take the Sentinel here. So an Avacyn's Pilgrim. If we were in white, the Knight of Reliquary could be strong as a way to sacrifice to Titania. We don't have a Zerun Orb or the 1-drop Shroud Creator. Fear of Missing Out's a pretty good red card to help keep our red count up for Fury. And it's just a good way to beat down. Or do I want to stick with the 1-drop accelerators? I'm going to take the Fear of Missing Out. Oh, a Generous Plunder. That one's nice. It's also a Jetmir's Garden if we did want to try to splash white. Carnage Interpreter. That's double red, though. I think I just like the generous plunderer here. Although the the Carnage Interpreter making a bunch of artifacts to sack to the Legion Extruder is also kind of nice. But I want to try to stay base green, and double red is just going to be really hard to do. So let's take the Plunderer. Ooh, okay. So this is a reward for taking some of these red cards lately. Pyrokinesis, one, is new to the client thanks to the MTG Arena Cube, and two, just absolutely insanely strong. Especially in this, where it seems to be a bunch of mid range piles clashing into each other. So we're going to take that and be very happy. Okay, Urza Wield, which is interesting. We're going to take this Uro. I'm really glad we took the breeding pool now. It's more likely that I'm gonna play it and just actually be in Teamer. I don't think it's worth playing Peak for. We don't really have a need for. Actually, you know what? This is a land that we can sack to Legion. We'll take it. That's probably better than just like random mountain. Okay. Wow. Ambassador came back around, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough blue sources for it. There's also Noble Hierarch, which I wish these weren't in the same pack. That's tough. I can't trust that we're gonna have enough blue sources. I'm just gonna take the Noble. I know that card is strong, but this is another black source. So right now we have two black sources. This will be our third. But there's also a Rabble Master, which I do like. Let's just make sure we can find our. Hopefully, we get a Zurin Orb or something in the last pack. I don't care about any of this. I really don't. Let's just take this. Okay, we'll take the Knight. I don't think we're going to play it, but we'll take it. Alright, let's hope to get a Zurin or. Ooh, a Strip Mine. That's nice. What else is here? Not too much for us. I wouldn't mind wheeling Bonehorde Dracosaur, in all honesty. Nissa's nice too, but then Tuku Shade, which can infinite with this. Or not Nintuku Shade, that's a completely different card. The Bestow Nintuku card, I forget what it's called, but that can go infinite with Nissa. That's already gone though, so we're not getting that one back. Let's just take this Strip Mine, and maybe we can get like a Wary Zone Guard or something to kind of combo with it. There's Tarmogoyf, which I'm not too excited about in this particular spot. There's also a Bloodstained Mire and an Arid Mesa. Bloodstained Mire can get Bug. That's probably worth. Yeah, Bloodstained Mire gets almost everything except for Breeding Pool. Arid Mesa gets almost nothing. So yeah, I guess we're going to take Bloodstained Mire over Arid here. I just don't see anything else that I'm really too excited about. So let's take the Bloodstained Mire. Okay. There's Lightning Bolt. I do like that. There's our excuse me, there's our tri-land, but we don't necessarily need that. There's a Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead, I'm not a huge fan of in like powered cubes, but remember this is a mid-range pile cube, so I actually would not mind seeing that Field of the Dead return. Yeah, let's just take the Lightning Bolt. That's a very strong card. Speaking of strong cards as a frog, if we took the Thespian stage, there would be a Dark Depths here for us. Maddening Hex can be strong if we can stick it, but it's double red. I don't want to play Raucous Theater. I don't want to be an exploration deck either. We just don't have a lot of ways to abuse it. And like Days Undoing, because again, Time Twister and stuff's not here, is already gone. Maybe we just take this Garrick and are kind of sad. Or I just take this Dismember, actually. Yeah, let's just take the Dismember. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, Wary Zone Guard. Sweet, that goes with our Strip Mine. And we have, what, 2 more picks to see something that's not a fetch land to combo with Titania. We're probably still going to play Titania, but just because we have enough fetches and a crop rotation, but that's kind of sad. At least Wary Zone Guard and crop rotation can abuse our Strip Mine. Lelia is a very strong card. I'm very glad we have that. I would not mind getting a Microspawn on the wheel, but I don't think that it will wheel in this pack. If I had to predict, I think it's going to be either the Sorin or the Seed of the Synod. Well, we get one more pack. I guess we just take Esika's Omen Path Journey is fun too, but not for us this time. I'm leaning either between Deathrite Shaman or Esika's Chariot. I think I'm just going to take the Esika's Chariot. Alright, well, we officially missed on Titania being a payoff. That is unfortunate. I wonder if someone opened Titania, saw the others, and took them in hopes that it would wheel, and obviously it didn't, because I'm very biased and I love Titania. Okay, so we can either take another 1-drop, which I don't think we need to do, or we can take another Gruul land, and I'm kind of liking the Gruul land, honestly. Okay, the Dracosaur did wheel, that's nice. 5-color land or Tarmogoyf? Let's take the Tarmogoyf. We have a FOMO and a couple other ways, like Fable and such, to kind of make this big. Arm Scavenger, I guess that's a playable. We do have some cuts to make, of course. Let's take the Garrick. Okay. Fire Magic I'm actually not too upset about. If nothing else, we can pitch it to Pyrokinesis, maybe. Okay, the Microspawn did wheel. That's surprising, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, last pick Deathrite Shaman. We'll take that. Alright, well, I'll see you over in deck building. Alright, this is the deck I ended up going with. I ended up cutting the blue and the black. We didn't have... The black was only going to be for the tutor, the Pillage the Bog. And since we didn't have, like, a win the game button with Titania, I didn't feel the need of splashing black. And even though we had 2 free fetches for if we wanted to, I just didn't think it was good enough. And I ended up not playing the Uro just because I needed to make cuts, and I think all these cards are solid. I would have liked to have played Fire Magic in the main. Didn't end up getting enough colorless sources for Sowing Microspawn kick to like matter a whole lot. Not that I needed it to be kicked, but it was just a reason to cut. And yeah, so we're just going to rely on some Gruul aggro. Maybe we can get some Wary Zone Guard beats in. Maybe we can get Legion Extruder going. Maybe we can get turn 2 Fable early and often, and hopefully Fury and Pyrokinesis just kind of dominate, because, as I've said before, this is a bunch of mid-range piles, unfortunately. There are combos, but on Arena they don't have too many of the broken vintagey kind of stuff yet. So a lot of decks just do resolve into mid-range piles, which a lot of people like. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do enjoy this cube, and I'm biased. So there we go. But let's see how we do. I'll see you in the first round. All right, welcome to round 1. I am playing against Ross. He usually drafts white decks, sometimes red decks, sometimes both. We are on the play, that is nice. And we have a Delighted Halfling into a Legion Extruder. And if he is playing a Boros aggro style deck, Pyrokinesis should be an all-star, so let's keep. Crop rotation can be irrelevant, we'll see. Looks like he's mulliganed twice already. I think that was twice that flipped. Nope, I only saw one. Oh yeah, that is 2 cards put back. Okay, well, let's see what happens. I might just crop rotation. Well, now they know I have a 0 mana spell, but I might just run out of crop rotation for a strip mine. My turn. Enters tapped. Let's just get in there for 1. There is no wasteland on Arena, so like me having the only strip mine means that they can't necessarily mess with our lands. Was that on the end of turn? Sure. Let's go for it. If they have a Spell Pierce, they have a Spell Pierce. Oh, Force Spike, that's even worse. Sure. Yep. Yep, that's going to get Legion Extruded. we go. Beats for one. So we have 4 mana right now. Next turn we'll have 5. So the good news is that if we do draw another land, Ross seems to be Azorius. Okay, so next turn we can just hard cast this Pyrokinesis, which is nice. Unfortunately, we're kind of... Oh. Let's hope they don't have a Spell Pierce. If I draw a red card I don't necessarily need, I may play around the Spell Pierce. Okay, not relevant. Oh, this is brutal. Do they have a Spell Pierce? I don't want to play into a mana leak. Let's just hope that this works. Okay, it did. That's good. Yeah, good on Ross for playing blue. I wonder what he took that made him want to do that. Because normally Ross goes out of his way to not play blue. You know what? At least that's a 3-3. Also, I'm only playing 16 lands. So hopefully I can... Oh. I wonder if Ross has something or if he just did an oopsies. Okay, he has something. Oh, maybe not. Okay. And our token... Oh my gosh. And our token basically has Vigilance. Because we can sack... The way this is worded, which I don't think is correct. I don't think I should be able to sack a construct to make a construct, but I'm not going to complain. Ooh, okay. Well, that's going to eat the 1-2, more than likely. Yep. Alright, let's see how much Ross pays attention. Hopefully they just attack into my 3-3. Ross doing some thinking. Okay. If they have a sword, they're gonna use it now. I kind of hope it's a path and not a swords. Oh, Tishana's Tidebinder? Okay, nope. They keep looking at their hand. Oh, okay, sure. Sure. Okay, well, another land. Okay. All right, let's draw something. Oh, man, I think that's just going to be game. I mean, it was already pretty close to game with this, but... Yeah, that's not good. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only have 5 lands left in this 23 card deck. Enduring Curiosity is a great reason to play Azorius, that is for sure.
The gods of this world are worthy of service.
Yep.
Amonkhet deserves to be liberated.
Technically, I have 3 blockers now, because I can always sack this Seeka's Chair to make a 3-3. Frustrating. Okay. Good game, buddy. Alright, I do want this Garrick, as it is a way to kill some things. Also, this Fire Magic. Let's bring in... Or, sorry, not bring in, but take out Hmm. Lelia is not at its strongest here. Neither is Generous Plunderer. Hmm. Man, Currency Converter would have been great that game. Had so many things to discard. Um. Also, keep in mind that was a mold of 5 that Ross got us on. Let's see here. I do need to make one more cut. I do like Titania just because I do have three cards that 3 lands that go to the graveyard by themselves. I think that is good enough, albeit borderline. Maybe I cut the bill. All right, round 2. We will be on the play again. Let's see if we can miss some land drops this time. Malevolent Rumble, fetch land with Titania and a Fury. Sure. Let's go get a commercial district on turn 1. We will be playing this Malevolent Rumble, of course, on our next turn, almost no matter what. I'll keep the Pyrokinesis. That card is just so strong against what we saw game 1 that I think it's worth banking it, so to speak. Are we supposed to just take the Delighted Halfling here? I think we're supposed to take the Delighted Halfling here. I could see the Bonehorde Dracosaur with the plan of like pitching it to Pyrokinesis, but I think I like going next turn Delighted into either Fury or Pyro if they don't play too much to the board. Okay. Even if they kill the Delighted Halfling, we still have the spawn. And I'm okay with them getting a hit here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. No blocks. In fact, I'm probably just going to play Titania next turn. I think I like that better. Oh, and there's even a Goyf. That's huge. That's nice. Get this down. Let's play the Titania. This really forces Ross to play to the board or have an immediate answer. Let's just do this now. I'm sure there's reasons to wait, but I'm just going to do it now. Unfortunately, Arena is giving away that I have Pyrokinesis in my hand, but outside of full controlling the game, there's not much I can do about it. That is perfectly fine. That is also fine. If Ross wants to sacrifice his pride, I am okay with that, but they probably will not. Yep. I think here I'm just going to Fury. Wipe his board. Not token this. Keep that on top just because it's another beater. All right, good game. Yeah, I don't think we want to throw anything else in here. Let's just hope for Fury and Pyrokinesis in our hand and ramp and don't get flooded. Okay, I can get behind this. I wouldn't mind hitting a forest here. Okay. I am going to get this Deathrite Shaman down now. And luckily I have another fetch so I can wear his own guard. This could be Mana Tithe. I don't like Mana Tithe. I guess I'll play around the Mana Tithe because Ross is notorious for having that stuff. Wish I had a crop rotation or this strip mine. Do they have the Tide Spout? Or not the Tide Spout, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. If they tap out for the 3 mana, yep, the Tashana's, that's what I meant. Sure. That is perfectly acceptable to me. Oh, I like it. All joking aside. Um, I guess I'll eat the Bloodstained Mire. Make red. Get the Wary. Get the Verdant. Get a Forest. Get Strip Mine. Strip Mine Spars. That was a good turn. Really glad they tapped out for Tishana's. Oh, they must not have the duel because this isn't in our cube. Sometimes we let people switch stuff around if they don't have everything because unfortunately, Arena, you do have to own your own cards. It's not like Moto where you can just let people borrow stuff, unfortunately. Yep, and we got there. Ross could have double blocked and that would kill the Wary Zone guard, but maybe he thought he was too far behind. But either way, we'll see you next round. All right, round 2. We are playing Salim. We have an uncounterable turn 2 Lelia, ladies and gentlemen. I will keep. We're also on the play, which is really nice. And we have a Fable to back it up after that. Salim saying hello to all of you. Feel free to say hello back. Oh, okay. Well, usually you do this the other way around, but that's cool. Let's just pop a Lelia in there. Okay, I'm okay with getting rid of a land there, especially a forest. See if Salim has removal yet. Oh, Harvester doesn't... Oh, yeah, Harvester doesn't kill the other one. That's funny. Yeah, let's see what we get with the Lelia first. I'm okay with another land. Okay, yeah, cool. Awesome. So I'm just going to go get us a mountain, I think. And we're going to play Fable. Hopefully Lelia can just run away with the game. I'm hoping that they don't just go Necromancy here and reanimate Harvester. That'll be kind of sad. When do we get this back? interesting. Okay. Alright, so we're not going to get back the Lelia, unfortunately. But we got back a Fury. Okay. Let's just play this now. Use up our mana the most efficient. Attack for 2. And now we have a follow-up Fury if we want it, which can kill a reanimated Harvester. Can't kill a Troll, but I don't know if they want a Troll yet. We do have a fetch thanks to the Lelia, so Titania is going to be good. Okay. Confirmed, Salim is a reanimator deck of sorts. Hmm. I think I'm just going to maximize the beatdowns. Because I don't want to play map and then miss and like not be able to attack in. So let's just Fury. Let's kill that. Let's attack, get another map token. And Salim needs to play a Wrath of God effect here. And even if they do, I have Titania. Ooh, okay. It's not going to be enough. Okay, well, we'll keep the Fury, I think.
Something suspicious is
Yeah, we'll keep the Fury. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see what we hit first. Okay. Let's just do this. Hopefully this time we hit a non-land. Cool, we'll keep that on top. Attack here. And again, they need a Wrath of God effect. Alright, good game. I didn't see too much. I know I would like the Keen-Eyed, but Keen-Eyed's already in my deck. And yeah, I don't see too much in my sideboard that's really going to help me with that. I don't even know if I want Garrick. So yeah, let's just run it back. It worked so well the first time. Alright, game 2, Salim will be on the play. We do have the Keen-Eyed. That's actually really nice. And we can even Utopia Sprawl and have turn 2 Keen-Eyed up. Yeah, let's keep. I guess we have turn 2 Keen-Eyed even with the Delighted Halfling, so maybe we play the Delighted Halfling first? I don't know. I think I'd rather Utopia Sprawl in case they have removal. This is going to name green. Let's see what they do. Okay, they get it. I think, I guess if I was going to do that, I should have played Bristly Bill. I just don't want to give away that I have the Keen-Eyed, and I really hope, Entomb was in the draft, I really hope he doesn't have it. Let's just play the Delighted Halfling, give him something to want to remove, maybe. I do feel like I messed up that turn a lot. Okay. Well, here... Let's just Verdant into Keen, and I'm not going to attack. I don't think it's worth it. Dang. Okay. I'm gonna save the fetch land for the Bristly Bill. Yeah, we'll take a Titania. That seems good. And I think I'll just pass again. I don't want to show. Obviously, Salim knows that this fetch land is face up, but I don't want to show that I have double activation. And honestly, I might target the spawn. Ooh, that's a 0/5. That's so unfortunate. Okay. Sure, I'll wear his own guard. Why not? My turn. I think next turn I can Fury. Do I want a Titania here? Yeah, they know about the Titania. But I also just want to start strip mining them. Get that white source out of here. I shouldn't have put the counter on the 3/4, but I guess since I'm probably not doubling counters anytime soon, maybe it was fine to do so. Hopefully they don't have a white source. Although even if they do, like, it's unless it's okay, troll, that's fine. Maybe they have a godless shrine. Nope, they have a tapped godless shrine though. Nope, did not mean to do that. I was gonna say like they need toxic deluge as a sweeper from that position since they don't have double white. And not that they want to sweep the board necessarily with the Teza in play. I'm glad that I have the Dismember. It's just one less thing they can have. Fatal Push isn't active right now, but once I, kill a spirit on their turn or something, maybe at that point it will. Let's go to my turn. Okay, so let's do this. Put that here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a May? Okay, that's cute. Let's go here. Oh, no, I wanted... Okay, I guess they don't have... I wanted the halfling, but that's fine. Hmm. They probably want to kill the Wary Zone Guard, which is going to require at least a double block. Oh, okay, sure. I don't think that's correct. I don't think the bill's the problem. Oh. Okay. No, that makes way more sense. Okay. Well, Salim is still in the thick of it. Oh. Yes, let's cast with Evoke. All right, Salim. Show me Toxic Deluge for 4. All right, good game. I'll see you in the last round. All right, welcome to the third and final round. We are playing against Jason. Currency converter into Tarmogoyf. Sure, why not? Okay, I'm liking it slightly more now. Overlord. Okay. All right, now I'm going to play the Tarmogoyf. I was debating about leaving up the currency converter. Okay. Let's just play the Goyf. 3/4 Goyf on turn 2. Seems great. Unfortunately, I can't just tap this because they could have discard. Oh, nice. Well, that's annoying. I mean, at least I have the bolt, but... Which Jason's going to see that I have the bolt, unfortunately. But... Yeah. Let's just play Verdant and say go. If Jason knows I have removal, he's not going to block. He can attack back, gain life. Like, Jason's not a bad Magic player. But here, I can block. And if I get damage on it, then I can bolt it. Just bolt this now. Wow. Okay. Okay. Nice. Sure, he gets back. Yeah, that's so freaking annoying. Okay, I got punished. I didn't know it could do that. I didn't know that was even a thing that could do. Alright, so I got punished for bolting. Really hard, I might add. Let's just do this, I guess. Let's play the Sentinel, play the Commercial District. Bend the land. Just play the Noble Hierarch. Do it all. It's unfortunate that I don't have a way to kill this Baragoyf anymore. I have, like, Pyrokinesis shenanigans, maybe, but that's about it. And this is going to come down eventually as well. Yep, not blocking. Take a bunch, get reanimated.
Oh, you don't want to mess with me.
Alright, well, that's a pack rat. Okay, which I can kill. Oh, I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention to that. Whatever. Yep, I punted my way out of this, that's for sure. I don't think I'm beating a 5-7 anyways, but that's not an excuse. Like, yes, I have this Legion extruder can do it, but oh my god, okay. Sure, let's just concede. Good game. Oh, I messed that up so hard, and that unfortunately just being lazy with the lightning bolt there was the worst for sure. Okay, so they seem to just be value dot deck. I mean, Garrick's pretty good at being a value engine. Honestly, this might be fine because it's quote unquote card advantage. I can make maybe one creature massive with a bunch of equipment, so that might be good enough. Get rid of some of these smaller ramp things like Noble and you know I don't need this crop rotation. I think that's actively not great. And maybe the Delighted Halfling or the Noble. Let's try this. Let's see if Jason can Dream Crush. Jason is currently 0-2 and I'm the 2-0, so play first. Man, if we miss a land here, it's going to be so punishing because this hand just doesn't do anything. Let's just mulligan. Okay, this is fine. Put back a forest, call it good. Nice. Take the 2-drop. I think these are both comparable, so they should just take the 2-drop, in my opinion. Okay, I don't agree with that. I think that's the one I care about the least. Jet Collector, okay. I think I do want to play this Fable. Would love to draw a Fury. I'm gonna. Oh my gosh. I would love to draw a Fury. It's not a Fury. Let's get rid of Noble Hierarch and. It's not a land already. Bristlyville. Alright, there's a Fury. I have to attack into the Goyf, unfortunately. But that's fine. You can put enchantment in the yard, which is really annoying. If they can't kill the Fury or the Fable, I can start copying the Fury, and that's going to end the game very quickly. Also, I just realized they don't have red yet. Did they just switch up on me completely? I'm very confused. I wonder if they were Jund the whole time and just didn't need it, or if they actually sideboarded differently. Alright, good game. At least we got a game 3 out of them. Just to run it back. I agree with everything I did. Don't disagree with anything I didn't do. I do think taking the Lelia there was wrong, but maybe that's results oriented. I just think leaving me with 2 3-mana plays is better than leaving me with a 2 to 3 mana play. 2 into 3 mana play. Yeah, sure, why not? Honestly. Hopefully I top deck an untapped red source. No. I'm gonna play the commercial district because, like, if I okay, that's fine. Because if I play the noble, they kill it. I just don't do anything next turn, and I don't like that. Now I can at least play a Goyf maybe. At worst. Okay, that's gonna be a miss. That's good news for us. Let's just yeah, let's get this in while we can. Start getting value out of it. Phyrexian Arena, okay, they have their own value engine. Source will deal damage to equipped creature, prevent 2 of that damage. When this equipment enters, attach it to target creature you control. Sure, we'll take this. Why not? Let's just play Fable, honestly. Jet Collector, okay. You gonna play another creature? Jason does appear to be actual, just natural Jund. Just didn't have red game 2, didn't have green game 1. I mean, this is the free one. Let's just take it. Oh, wait. I thought this reduced the cost. Oh, equip abilities reduced. Okay, I'm dumb. Yeah, just the one, I guess. Okay. Let's see what they do. They'll probably block this. When I say this, I meant the Goblin Shaman. I think that's fine. Honestly. Let's play the Keen-Eyed. Let's play the Dagger. Leave up Dismember and Bolt and activate Keen-Eyed. Okay, I'm glad we have the Dismember. Sure, we'll take this. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I definitely should be. So I don't know what Jason could have. Um, a Toxic Deluge would be not the best because I just have a Draco Sword that they know about. It's going to be very tough for them to get out of this. Because even a Baragorf may not do it. A Baragorf would definitely help, but it may not do it. Okay, well, Dothy Voidwalker is definitely not going to do it. Resolves. They don't want a 7/7 Trampler, apparently. They are dead on the board currently. They need to remove at least one creature, but likely two, if they think I have burn, which we know we have burn. Let's see what Jason comes up with. They are at a theoretical 2 with the Lightning Bolt and Phyrexian Arena in play. And luckily, if they have a duress effect, ooh, okay, sure. They're gonna sack the Dalthy to kill the Tarmogoyf, and then hope that we don't have a burn spell. Good game. All right, well, we got the 3-0. I think that's my first 3-0 in the cube for a minute. All right, so this is the deck that we went 3-0 with. It's all right. I'm not excited for this deck. I don't know if I would like happily like take the same 40 and play another draft. Obviously, results oriented. When we weren't getting flooded or anything, our deck performed very well. But missing on the Titania payoffs was kind of a bummer. But at least I was correct in the fact that the Fury, the Pyrokinesis, and such were just going to be absolute all stars. Lelia and Fable were fantastic per usual. We didn't get to really use Legion Extruder, Generous Plunder, much. Uh, Malevolent Rumble, I think we cast like literally once, but we did get to do some cool crop rotation Wary Zone Guard shenanigans. That was nice. We did get to play Titania a couple times, just straight up for value, which is nice when you're playing, the Verdant Catacombs. We brought in Fire Magic out of the sideboard. We brought in Arm Scavenger just as a card advantage engine. Not that it's a great one, but it's there. This does have some like living weapon similar effects in its spell book, so you could technically make a creature with it. But I think I agree. I'm glad that. Oh yeah, we also played a Garrick out of the sideboard as well. I think I'm glad I ended up not playing the blue for the Uro. Um, but yeah, that it was a good match, or good matches overall, I should say. Currency converted didn't do a whole lot, but yeah, it's very decent mid deck. I would like to draft the archetype again. I do like Gruul a lot. I just don't know if I would be happy to like be handed this 40 and say, hey, go play in like a 5K or something. So, but I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.